Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, it is Tuesday today. I didn't do a video yesterday and I've got to be honest, over the next couple of weeks it's going to be a little bit hit and miss when it comes to the videos because it's Christmas and there's a lot to do. There's an absolute ton of stuff to do at Christmas for the family at home, loads of shopping, bits and pieces. So I'm going to be away every other day because I'm self-employed and I can. But today we're going to be working on a car that I did a year ago and gave to my daughter. If you remember, it's the white Ford Focus ST. Service, MOT, and just a general check really. So yeah, it's back in the workshop after a year. She absolutely loves it. She won't give it up. It's an absolute great car. It's not missed a beat. So let me bring it in and then we'll go for it. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys. Well, there we go. We've got the Ford Focus ST back in the workshop after a year. Yeah, MOT and service on this one. As you know, guys, you've all been watching me and stuff. This is my daughter's Focus ST. We fixed it on the channel. I bought it as a non-runner. We had some damage on the front end, I believe. And what I think happened with this one is that the engine had not seized, but the head on the top of the engine, that it blew a crack in the actual head, and it stopped the compression, and it wasn't there, and it wasn't running. It didn't run when I got it, and I think it didn't come with any keys. So I think what's happened, someone's tried to repair it, couldn't fix it, and then just basically the previous owner just crashed it into a corner, this corner here, and then chucked it through the insurance. They thought they was being clever, but they're going to be paying for that for many, many years to come in their insurance premium. But it is what it is. If that's what people want to do, that's up to them. But they're suffering right now. Even after a year, they'll be suffering with their insurance premium. But that's only my opinion, guys. I just, it didn't come with no keys. It was a non-runner. All right, so rebuilt the engine from bottom up. The whole lot got rebuilt last year in the workshop, and it turned out a cracking little car. Honestly, it's a blinding little car. It still drives perfect. She has scuffed the wheels, I've got to be honest, which is a bit of a shame. But it is what it is. It's gonna happen, I suppose. Unless you live on a driveway, and you're never gonna put your car against some curbs, parking, scuffing alloys is always gonna happen on most cars. So yeah, but in all, she's done no damage to the car. Actually, the bodywork is spot on still. She hasn't hit it, damaged it, dented it, marked it, nothing. It's bang on still. So, yeah, you've got to give her some praise for that. She does look after it. She absolutely loves this car. She really, really loves it. And she will not give it up for love nor money. This is her car now, probably for a very, very long time. But, yeah, we've just got to do some work on it. MOT, service. What's the mileage? So the mileage now is 64,872. 64,872. And I think when we done it last year, it had done, the mileage was 58. I think 58 or 59, something like that. So, yeah, she's not doing the 10,000 miles in it, but she's definitely putting some miles on the car. So, it's definitely due a service. Do an oil change, oil filter, air filter, spark plugs. We're going to do all that on it as well. Get it through the MOT and then see what happens on the MO. Tyres are you know, when I done this last year, I put all new, brand new tyres all round on this as well. When I done the refurb on the alloy wheels, so the tyres are still really, really good. They're not worn down whatsoever. So that's really, really good. So they don't need doing. Discs and pads are great still, because I think I changed those as well all round. But yeah, we'll get the service done first, and then we'll get it through the MOT and then see what happens. So let's get it on the ramp and then start doing the service. Let's do this. Right, okay, well, get in there, guys. As you can see, we've dropped the oil and the oil filter, which sits just on the front here. And I've just got to show you, actually, because I've not actually looked underneath here. And I'm always checking to make sure, because we've done the rebuild on the engine. We're just sort of making sure there's no leaks, there's no oil leaks or anything like that happening underneath the engine or around the engine. And look how clean it is underneath there. Look, no oil leaks anywhere on this engine. So the gearbox is absolutely spot on. No oil leaks on the sump. So yeah, and then obviously the oil filter's there. Not air filter, the oil filter. So yeah, I'm absolutely shattered today for some reason. It's still early as well. But yeah, I've pulled the air filter out, and I want to show you that because even that still looks new. We're not losing no coolant there as well. I've not touched that since we've rebuilt the engine, so that's good. Good signs. All good signs these are. But yeah, I've got all the parts here. This is all the spark plugs, oil. This actually takes about 5.8 litres of oil in this engine. But look at the condition of this air filter. It is still like new. So I'm not going to reuse it, I don't think. Should I put it back in? I don't know, really. I might actually, because it's in really good condition, isn't it? Nah, sod it. We've got a new one here. Whilst we've got a new one, let's just put this one in. Yeah, let's put a new one in. And then we're going to pull these spark plugs. Got these spark plugs here. These ain't bloody cheap either. These are a tenner each, £10 each. But, you know, they are the very, very good ones. So, yeah, that's that. Right, let's continue. Yeah, continue with the service. I've also done a scan. I don't know if you saw that, but I just scanned the car with the computer just to check to see if anything is coming up or flagging. The only thing that was coming up was the door module and a cluster on the dash, but that's it. But no engine management lights coming up on the dash. So that's a very, very good sign that this car is actually turned out really, really well. So after a year, I think we've done all right. I was always a little bit cautious, a little bit, you know, when you rebuild an engine, it's always, oh, is it going to last? Is it going to be all right? Will it happen? But actually, I've proven to myself that if I needed to rebuild an engine, I could. And this is quite it's a 2 litre, chain engine. It's quite involved, isn't it, really? Let's be honest. So, yeah, there we go. Let's continue, guys. I'll set you back up and let's do this service. Let's do this. Right, guys, we've got a problem. We've got I can't believe this. So as you know, I'm changing the spark plugs. And as I'm taking the spark plugs out, I'm noticing cracks. That's cylinder 2. 1 was okay. No problem with 1. So that was 2. Look at a 3. Yeah, that is not good. And 4 is okay. But where is these pieces? They're obviously sitting on top of the cylinder head in the actual pistons. So that was this one's the worst one in there, and I don't know if you can see that. See it? God. So this is now turned out to a little bit of a nightmare. What I'm gonna have to do, I've got no room to actually get in there to pull it out. There's no room. And then basically, this cam cover is in my way. So that cam cover now has got to come off. And then we've got to turn the engine over by hand to make sure the piston is up so I can get the pieces out. Probably by the hoover. Might get a lot of a thin hoover in there to try and hoover out. But at the minute, I've got no space to do that. So that cam cover has got to come off. So, yeah, we've got to get it done. We've got an MOT at 1 o'clock. That gives us about 3 hours to get this job done. But it's lucky that I'm doing it now because they would have failed no matter what, and it wouldn't have worked, would it? It would have stopped working. those top pieces there would have snapped off, and then she wouldn't have got any spark from that cylinder, and then yeah, all sorts of troubles. So yeah, but I don't know why I reused those ones. They look like the original ones, but when I rebuilt the engine, maybe I didn't like change it for new. I don't know why. Strange. I'll have to go back and look at the videos. But yeah, regardless of that, we've got to get it done. So I'll set you up. Let's get this cam cover off now, and yeah, get it done before the MOT. So let's do this. Guys, what an absolute nightmare this has been. As you can see, I've took the cam cover off so I can get right down there to get this these little pieces of spark plugs out of that's sitting on the pistons. I think I'm about 95, 96, 7% sure that it's clear, but I'm not 100%. So I have got. I've asked someone if I can borrow a camera, boroscope camera, and we're going to put it down the actual each cylinder and just check to make sure it's clear. But what a nightmare! What an absolute joke! I like to put this tiny little hose on the actual Hoover and then just sort of suck it out. Got the air line as well. Got some air in there. Started blowing it around. Managed to pull out 2 large pieces, but I think the rest has been hoovered up. So you can see that piece goes up there, and then this piece goes on there. So yeah, at least we've got a couple of big pieces up, and I think the rest of them got hoovered up when I was putting the Hoover down there. Don't know, like this piece here, I think that must have got hoovered up as well, because there's nothing in, I can't see anything in there, but it's very, very difficult. You can't see the whole piston, so that's why I was using some air, and I was blowing it through it, blowing in each piston just to try and sort of push that broken spark plug around so that the Hoover will pull it up. And I think I'm there. Like I said, I think I'm about 97% sure that it's clear, but I'm not 100% sure. So he's going to be about an hour. This is going to cut it really, really close. But I'm just going to do whatever I can now and put it all back together. Like the cam cover can go back on. We can get that sorted out. The air filter, get that sorted out. And then, because I know 1 and 4, this is 1. and that's 4. I think they're clear. There weren't no issues with those 2, so we can. I'm not going to. I've just got to wait for this camera to be 100% sure. There's no point guessing. I'm not taking a chance. No chance. I'm not taking it. What a nightmare. What an absolute nightmare. Which was supposed to be a quick service has turned out a joke. An absolute nightmare. Yeah. All I can do is wait for him to turn up with the camera. And then hopefully I have enough time to put this back together. But we will see. Right, I'll set you up. Let's do whatever we can. And then we'll go from there. Right, okay, guys, got the camera. And then, so basically all I'm doing is I'm putting it down each cylinder. It's very difficult because you've only got like this little tiny camera thing there, look. So, but yeah, that's the idea, is to check each, if I can get it in, that's it. Is to check each one to make sure like that. Can you see now? So I'm just checking to make sure there's no pieces in there. Like that one as well. That's number 3. I can't do it like that. But yeah, you basically get the idea. I've used the camera. They're all clear. So spark plugs back in, back together, ready for the MOT. But at least it's good news. I got it all out. So, yeah, let's just get it all back together now, guys. And then it's MOT ready. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys, she's all back together. And yeah, let me show you. Oh, God. These seats, I forgot how hard they are to get in these seats. There we go, straight up. So I'll leave that running for just a couple of seconds until the oil starts to push around the oil filter. Won't take long. It literally takes a couple of minutes. I'll top that up, check that that's okay. Do up the front wheel that I took off, and then it's basically ready for an MOT. So yeah. That's it. That's all she needs. And now I'll check the oil level, make sure that's correct in the right position, and then we can go. We can go and get this MOT'd. So bear with me for now, guys. Let me sort this out. Put the cover back on, take it for the MOT, and then when I come back, I am going to show you the results on this one. But yeah, that could have been a lot worse. You have really got to be careful. But yeah, I think we're there. Right, okay. Bear with me for now, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, okay, guys, I am back with the Focus ST. Let's show you the results on the MOT for this one. So we've got a pass, but we have got a advisory right there. It's a minor defect, and it is it's the actual gator that goes around the drive shaft. On the driver's side, it's got a slight split in it, so he's advised that we get that done. So that is what I'm going to be doing on this car, is getting that drive shaft gator replaced. I'm not going to be able to get it done today, so I'll probably get that done probably tomorrow now. Can I do it tomorrow? Yeah, probably might be able to do it tomorrow. Depends how I get on with my Christmas shopping and stuff and bits and pieces. But at least we've got the MOT done. We've done the service. We've just got a little advisory. This car drives wicked. I tell you, it is so much fun. It just flies. Every single gear that pulls like a bloody train. It is so quick. I know she doesn't drive it like that, but it does. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable how fast this car is. I might be looking for another one actually next year. Yeah, anyway, for now, that is it. That's the end of today's video. And yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop me a comment, guys. Give the video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about the ST. Nice to see it back on the channel. MOT and service. And you never know, we might be doing one in next year. So thanks for watching. See you soon.